Okay guys, here's an experiment. Let's say you're traveling maybe for work or because of a vacation and you happen to forget your watches and you need something in a pinch. Well, of course, Walmart is pretty much everywhere here in the States. So in this video, we're going to see what we can find here in a pinch. So this is going to be the nicest watches you can find at Walmart. And this is just a random Walmart. We're going to see what we can find. I think there's actually some pretty good stuff. Okay, so this is the place that you would look over in their little jewelry department, which is naturally right up front because they don't want to get robbed. You can probably skip the generic watches straight away unless you are really short on cash. Those watches are just not going to last beyond one battery change, most likely. But you will find quite a bit at the Timex display, and they'll have more than just Timexes. As you can see here, they have a bunch of Armtrons as well, and then here we get into the Timexes. Here's already something that looks great. This is a Timex Expedition. These watches are bulletproof. This one has it looks like a PVD coated case. Pretty nice looking watch. And you've got a couple other just here's some kind of like nut and fancy type watches, just standard digital watches. We have one up here this bezel doesn't move. I would probably skip that. Turn around, you've got some more digital watches. If you were an engineer or someone traveling, you'd be able to find a calculator watch. Here's one. I wanted to show you this one. This one has a world time, so especially if you're traveling and you wanted to keep track of other time zones, that might be very practical. And of course, we've got all the grandpa watches too, which are cheap and reliable if you needed something in a pinch. If you keep working your way down the aisle, you can see we've got a variety of women's watches too, as well as some variations on the Weekender. I haven't seen any proper Weekenders in this display, but that's a watch that is pretty versatile. One of these watches could work easily in a dress or boardroom in a pinch. The other place to look that you might not have realized is behind the counter. And here's where we get into the watches that are really interesting. We've actually got some G-Shocks. Usually back here today we don't. It looks like we've just got some Tough Solars, which are not G-Shocks. And then if you'll notice in the back, what we've got is a Timex Expedition Scout, which I've previously reviewed here. And that watch right there, that is the watch I would get if I had to pick a watch in a pinch today. It's a great design, nice strap, especially in a pinch, and it's liked enough by collectors that if, say, you bought it and wore it for your meeting or for your vacation and you decide you didn't like it, you could easily throw it up on. Oh, wait a minute, I was completely wrong. I found another display, and here are all the G-Shock watches here. So if you needed a tough watch, like say on a vacation, and you're going to be doing any outdoorsy stuff, definitely look for this little G-Shock display. This is stellar. And actually down below they have some more great watches. Here's the Casio Duro, as well as a Casio with a digital compass. And then we've got a couple illuminators back there too. I forget the name of the Casio back here too, but that's really quite a serious watch in the back there. The Sport Illuminator LED on the right. So that's a great watch. And then we do just have some more Armtrons here too, which are not bad watches at all. More dressy to it if you didn't want to buy a Timex dress watch. You want something maybe a little bit fancier. That one skeletonized Armtron there is might be a cool first watch. So anyway, and of course you can get some fashion wipes. Wow. So I'm going to retract my statement. I think that if I had to buy a watch today in a pinch, I would probably actually get this Casio Duro. With its water resistance, it'd be a very durable watch and still sort of versatile enough to work in a boardroom or in a meeting. And then if I was going on vacation, I needed a watch in a pinch, I'd get one of these G-Shocks here. Just pick whatever style I like the best. This is a cool one that comes with a bracelet. I like that one. Anyway, so we'll edit my final answer with this extra display that I mentioned. The other thing that was interesting was I had a conversation with the assistant manager who was wondering what the hell I was doing, and she explained that this type of display is actually being reduced in some Walmarts because they're just not selling the products enough, so the watches will go to other stores. So you might not have as much selection in certain Walmarts based on what they were telling me in the future. So maybe look for sales even. One other thing to keep in mind is they have typically at Walmart's a great selection of batteries and generic straps, so that if you needed something just in a pinch, it would not be any trouble for you to find something. Why don't you let me know in the comments below what watch you would have picked out of the ones I showed you here at Walmart. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you needed a watch in a pinch? I have, and I thought maybe this video would be helpful for you if you find yourself in a similar situation. Thanks a lot for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks a lot.